Today I'm excited to talk about fresh peaches, ice cream and swimming in the sea. But before I come to that, I should tell you what this video is really all about. Because the truth is, it's about you missing out on life's simple pleasures because you're a little bit numb quite a lot of the time. When you are drinking to take the edge off the day on a regular basis, you don't just numb out from the stuff that you're trying to escape and avoid. Alcohol's a very blunt tool. So if you use it to numb the lows, you'll also end up numbing the highs too. And then, and here's the real trap, when you don't have very many highs, you'll end up wanting to drink even more. The other thing to remember, and I spoke about this in my video last week, is that when you are so focused on getting your pleasure and enjoyment from alcohol, it gives you this tunnel vision. So you tend to cast aside life's other pleasures. The little things that used to bring you joy don't seem quite as important now. Alcohol comes first. And that's a real shame because you just end up missing out on so much good stuff. And just to be really clear here, I'm not talking about the impact of rock bottom extreme drinking here. I'm talking about grey zone drinking. The stuff that doesn't really sound or look that bad on the face of it, but is causing you to suffer. It's causing you to Google your way onto websites like mine. It's a level of drinking where you can still appear to be a fully functioning human, but you're also kind of obsessed with when you'll drink next. And one glass nearly always leads to more, and falling asleep on the couch and waking up about 4 a.m. before ploughing through the day, feeling groggy and hating yourself and wondering why you keep doing this, but also knowing that you're going to go home and open another bottle as soon as you get back. That is what I'm talking about today, the impact of that kind of drinking. When alcohol is driving a wrecking ball through your life, it's obvious that something needs to change. But when your drinking is just making you feel a little bit crap, a little bit trapped, a bit sad, a bit depressed, a bit like life is passing you by, well, then it's easy to keep on tolerating it without realizing the impact that it's all having. At least that's what I found anyway. So, back to the fresh peaches and ice cream. I wanted to share with you a story from one of my clients who took my Getting Unstuck course, my 6-week online coaching program, and she's now in my membership, which I realise I don't tend to talk about publicly very often because the membership's only available to women who've taken the course. But I just thought I'd mention it here in case you've ever wondered how I know what happens to my clients in the long term. Well, this is how, because I still work with them. This is how I get to hear about some of the really cool things that they get up to in their sober lives. So Laura is about 100 days sober, and she wrote this during her summer holiday to France. She says, "Bonjour. Thank you for all your support and lovely comments. This is the view from our bedroom. We spent the afternoon at a beautiful beach yesterday and I swam in the sea. It was wonderful. I was reflecting on how much I used to love swimming in the sea as a child. I was never out of it, but I can't remember the last time I was excited about going to the beach so I could swim in the sea. In fact, I pretty much stopped being bothered to do it a long time ago. I also went to buy us all ice creams. Now that is something I never did because I preferred to keep the calories for drinking. But that strawberry ice cream yesterday was delicious. We found alcohol-free beer in the supermarket and Orangina, another childhood memory from the days when we actually couldn't buy it in England. Also, nectarines and peaches? Yes, please. I'm reliving France as I did when I was a small child and reminding myself of the beauty of childhood innocence and ability to experience pure joy. We came to France every summer, and they were the most happy childhood memories I had before the death of my mum when I was 9. I'm off to buy baguettes for breakfast. Au revoir. P.S. I don't give an F about alcohol. What's all this being sad about not drinking when you have ice cream and nectarines? So I wanted to share this post with you because I thought it summed up something so pure and simple and joyful about alcohol-free living. It's about finding real joy in life's simple pleasures. And when I think back on the holidays I had whilst drinking, there wasn't a great deal of that. I spent a lot of time thinking about what was an acceptable hour to start drinking and looking forward to that. I had such a romanticized idea of drinking, and I was so focused on it, I couldn't appreciate the other opportunities for joy that were right there, right under my nose. Back then, of course, I was never going to get excited about peaches and ice creams and Orangina. Alcohol was the priority. I thought that was the key to everything. So holidays were spent either looking forward to drinking, getting drunk, or recovering from it. There is not much room for anything else in that situation. So here's my question for you if you have stopped drinking already. I would love to know, what are some of life's simple pleasures that you are really enjoying again, that perhaps you'd forgotten about? Maybe it's good food, or reading, or walking, or being in nature. And if you're still drinking, what has this video reminded you of? Are there some simple pleasures that you've just realised you actually haven't enjoyed in ages? Let me know in the comments below, and I'm wishing you a happy and hangover-free week ahead.